welcome back to WAD-TV here on Channel 25. I'm your host, Heidi B. Fuller, with an awesome pleasure to sit here with Ms. Carolyn A. Watson, who's joining us, and hopefully joining the staff of We Are DeKalb magazine. We talk about how important it is to speak to that spirit person inside of us, and I think Carolyn would be the awesome conduit to do that, because you've done such great things with your writings, and you've proven yourself over and over again that you are able and capable to do this, so why not be an awesome contributor to the magazine in that regard? And anyone else that wants to contribute, in saying that, we are looking for a theme song for the show. So if you're interested in entering our contest to be our theme song winner, please contact us at www.wearedekalb.com. Let us know that you're interested in submitting your theme song for the show. I want something catchy and upbeat and something that'll get us going. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And just make sure that you do that with us, okay? Let's talk about our education in the magazine and how important education is.
Absolutely.
We've got a great feature story on Oglethorpe, but what I'd like to share is the DeKalb College overview. If you flip over a few pages, I'm going to show this to our audience. Check this out. It may be a little shiny. Can you see that? Am I holding it the right way? There we go. It's a beautiful section. And this is the college overview for DeKalb County. So check it out in your magazine, and it covers all of the colleges that are right here in DeKalb County. Look at the pretty greens. That's the other thing I love about this magazine, all the different colors.
It's beautiful.
And the how she selected to format the magazine. I'm trying to follow the camera, so you guys bear with me. But get your own www.wearedekalb magazine. You can pull it down online and check us out. But Carolyn, how important is education, do you think?
Education is extremely important, and I don't have to tell you, and certainly don't have to tell you the audience, because we all know that without knowledge, the people perish. And we need knowledge in every facet of our life. Knowledge is important. And college, of course, is I encourage it by all means to every young person who desire to go and who's willing and able to go. Education is the key.
Yes, it is.
And for those who don't have that opportunity, or may be struggling, or may not have a desire, betterment of life is for everyone who deserves it.
Yes, it is.
Or who desires it. Because we all deserve it, but those who, not everyone desires it. So for those who do, I think it's a great opportunity to get involved in something that will, enlighten you and inspire you, whether it be writing or, research or wherever your interest lies. It's a great opportunity for you to gain knowledge in every aspect of life.
Speaking of education, how about there are 83 elementary schools, 20 middle schools, 20 high schools in DeKalb County alone.
Wow.
Is that not awesome?
That is awesome.
And every year they choose a Teacher of the Year, and they have a huge event that celebrates the Teachers of the Year. And I think that's so important for us to continue to celebrate our educators, because it takes a lot.
Absolutely.
It takes a lot to take the time to spend most of your life trying to encourage and inspire and educate someone else's child. So please, parents and students, when the next time you see your teachers, make sure that you give them a hug, or make sure you let them know how much you appreciate them.
That's right.
Because it is important. And not only is your traditional education important, also the non-traditional, just making sure that you take those extra classes like Toastmasters or classes to make yourselves better, or even in your church, there's some classes that you can take to always better yourself. So it's always a great opportunity to learn. And when you're going by any of your DeKalb County libraries, make sure you pick up your We Are DeKalb magazine, because we're at all of the local libraries in DeKalb County. And while you're there, you can travel the world. You can go online and learn different languages. You can see what the world has to offer right there in your own backyard. And I say that because, we tend to stifle ourselves. We tend to not broaden our horizons because we limit ourselves to what we think we can do.
That's right.
But it's not about what you think you can do. What is it about, Carolyn?
It's about what you know you can do.
And what God
and what
can
you
do
believe
for
that you can do.
Absolutely.
And all things are possible through Christ who strengthens us.
That's right. That's right. And that's why we're here today.
That's absolutely right.
Because we believe.
Absolutely.
We believe, and we know that there's something much bigger than us that's at work.
That's right.
And that when you have a platform and opportunity to speak, make sure that you take advantage of it, but make sure that you get clear instructions.
That's right. That's important.
About the information that you're sharing.
That's
make sure
right.
that your facts are straight so you can be the best that you can be. Okay?
That's
How
right.
about that?
That's right.
And we talked about education earlier and the importance of your education and how it brought you to where you are now.
Right. Well, I want to piggyback just a little bit about what you were talking about in terms of the teachers, because that's huge.
It is huge.
You know, I remember from being in the 9th grade, and my teacher, I never forget Miss Beverly Charlton, is one of the other reasons that I learned how to write.
Okay.
You know, it was one thing to put it all together,
there you go.
know, and see that this is what I want to do with the rest of my life, but she's the one who taught me how to be a creative writer.
Yes.
And so I still celebrate her. I still celebrate her in, you know, my thoughts and in my prayers, even to this day, you know, because she was a big influence in my life. And so, and she has the last time I saw her was probably about, well, I'll be telling my age if I say 20 years ago, but it was 20 years ago. And
okay.
she was at a class reunion, and I remember us talking about that, and that's when I had the opportunity to share with her, you know, what an impact she made on my life. So it's really important for the young people as well as for the teachers to keep doing what you're doing, because what you're doing is greater than you can ever imagine.
Absolutely.
So again, education is extremely important.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is extremely important. So read some of those colleges that we have listed in there.
Okay, we have Georgia Perimeter College.
Okay.
And is this Gupton Jones College?
Gupton Jones.
Yes, Georgia Piedmont Technical College, Interactive College of Technology and Interactive Learning Systems, which is also, we have Mercer University, Lee Cordon Bleu College of Culinary Arts.
Yes.
And Oglethorpe University, Westwood College. You have a widespread
a great variety of colleges offered right here in DeKalb County. In mentioning Le Cordon Bleu, we'll have our special chef, who is this Chef Jones Barnes. I believe that's her name, Chef Jones Barnes, who will be one of our guests coming up, and she does a fantastic job at cooking. But she's a graduate from Le Cordon Bleu, so we're very excited about being able to celebrate her school.
Right, that's great. That's great.
Her school. Yeah. So you know what, Carolyn, let's switch it up a little bit, because I'd love to hear something from your writings and see how well educated you are. You know, it's funny that I say that.
I don't know about well educated, but
you're well educated. I was thinking about one of the Medea movies, and I know it has everything and nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yes.
But Medea was talking about, in one of her plays, she was talking to one of the young kids in the play. She says, "You sound like you were educated in DeKalb County." And I just thought that was so cool. I was like, DeKalb County.
DeKalb? And nobody can put that T on it like she can, right?
No one can put it on like Medea. But what do you have to share with us today?
Well, I know that you had desired for me to do something from one of the devotionals or one of the books, and so I have chosen to share a piece from, if I can get it from here, from the Zoe Life Devotional 2012.
Okay.
And I'm going to skip ahead and not do today's devotional and share the week of one piece from the week of Thanksgiving, which is what I penned in this particular piece.
Excellent, and there's always something to be thankful for.
There's always something, and that's every day. We don't have to wait till Thanksgiving to be thankful.
Amen.
So I'd like to share with you a real life experience, and I've titled it "The Morning Rush."
Okay.
And it comes from the scripture: "The harvest is truly great, but the laborers are few." And that's Luke 10 and 2. Lying in bed, I lingered to steal a view of the gleaming vista that peered through the blinds from the rising sun. What a glorious Saturday morning it was to commemorate the 82nd birthday weekend of Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. I turned to see if my husband was awake by whispering softly, "What are we eating for breakfast?" Then snuggled close to curl my toes around his feet. "What would you like?" his raspy voice answered. "Potatoes with sausage, bell peppers, and onions," I requested. Hungry at the mere thought of how yummylicious he always prepared them, we got up, kneeled at our bedside, held hands, and offered a prayer of thanksgiving. It was day 6 of our 21-day fast, and God's Spirit brought us to remember the hurting, the homeless, and less fortunate. In our heart of hearts, we sought to be a blessing that morning, but we ourselves was about to receive the greatest blessing, one that would last forevermore. The morning rush is the best way I can describe our experience in downtown Atlanta. We had $85 in $5 bills, hoping to bless several people with breakfast. We turned left onto Pine Street, rolled down the windows, and we were swarmed by a multitude of homeless brothers and sisters, all pleading for anything we could spare. In 7 minutes or less, we gave all that we had, and heartbreakingly realized that our little was insufficient to fulfill such great need. What a deeper sense of wisdom and gratitude we gained on that day. Learning the law of contentment is humbling in and of itself. We drove away fully understanding that, but for God's grace, we too could be in their shoes. As Christians, we truly are the light of this world. But what good is a light if it never shines in darkness?
That is so awesome.
Thank you.
And with that word, we'll be right back with WAD-TV right here on Channel 25.
I'm smiling because I know that today is the day. I'm happy.
And welcome back to We Are DeKalb TV. Just so thankful to be here and thankful that we know that there are people in the world that still, how about you got in your car, your own money,
Yes.
went down to a place where you knew people needed,
Yes.
and was able to share a blessing like that. That is so awesome.
Right. It is an awesome thing.
I mean,
just to be able to give is huge, and that's what we're here for.
What made you decide to do that? I mean, why were you led to do that opposed to cooking
Something
a meal
else.
and taking sandwiches down? Why money?
Well, we actually did that as well, but that
Wow.
particular day,
Okay.
we chose to do just that. And you know, a little bit more about that story is after we gave all that we had in that 7 minutes or less, we went home and actually bought pizza and prepared bags to take back because we just felt like, you know, we hadn't done enough.
Yes.
But you know, if everyone get in the frame of mind